Good morning, boys and girls, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this. This is Gypsy, and I figured I'm going to do a hobo dinner for supper tonight. I don't know if you know what a hobo dinner is. It's usually potatoes and carrots, and onions, and whatever vegetables you like, with meat in the middle. You have the longest cooking stuff on the outer side. So basically, you're leveling potatoes and some carrots, and then usually I add a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper. Then today I'm using cream and mushroom soup. You can use any kind of soup. Since I'm using beef, I figured I'd do mushroom. There's also cream of celery. You could use gravy. There's all sorts of things. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, usually I start the fire beforehand, but today I'm doing everything backwards. So I've washed my hands. I've washed the vegetables. And so I'm going to put equal amounts on each. I'm making two. One's for tonight, and one's a surprise. Yeah, how about that? And so I added carrots and potatoes. These shrink down quite a bit, so you may want to add extra. I haven't got that many. Usually I do 2 potatoes for one. I don't know if you can see that little black dot. That is a butterfly. Isn't that pretty? I'm still in my cave. Lots of people out in their boats. There's my tent, which I've been using to sort stuff out. It's a beautiful day out. And so I'm going to be doing this in parts. Okay, now let's I'm going to throw some butter on. You know, butter makes everything taste good, or at least in my family it does. I also wanted to take a strip of 2 of bacon and cut it up in there, because that adds a nice flavor, but I didn't have any. And here's the meat. And more meat. I guess I got plenty of meat this time. I know that it won't go to waste, because my Hoover, named Pearl, will definitely clean it up. This morning she cleaned up my breakfast nicely. I had scrambled some eggs and potatoes and onions. Okay, now comes the fun part. Stop. Hey, I want you to see this meat. I don't know what kind it is. I got it at a Mexican butchery, and look how it I don't know what you want to call it. It's called if you can speak Spanish, yeah, Hagulis, BF Chuck I Steel, excuse me, BI. Now, please don't tell me this is dog or cat or human, but I can't believe how it just separates. It's been very easy. Okay, we'll get back to setting up the hobo dinner now. Okay, I had to put you down for a few minutes because I wanted to add the salt and pepper and the soup. Basically, I dolloped the soup on. Yeah, it looks like a lot, but it's going to melt down and into the food, so it's not really that much. Also, I am putting a bone in each one for Pearl. And then On top of that, I am going to add more onion. Yum. I hope you like your onions. If you don't, that's the way I was for years. Now, it's like I've grown to appreciate the flavor. Put the potatoes and the rest of the carrots on. Usually I use a bigger piece of aluminum foil. But this time I got the pre-cut. I got lazy. Besides, it was marked down real cheap. And so I figured, hey, I'm not sure one piece is going to do it. Now what you're going to have to do is, I put it in a wicker plate so it holds the form pretty good. It's not looking, that don't look too healthy. I washed everything, I just didn't inspect it. I'm going to have to use another piece of aluminum foil to seal it. Hold on a second. Okay, let me tell you, that is crap aluminum foil. I always suggest that you wrap it 3 times in aluminum foil with the seam up, and then you put another piece of aluminum foil and you put the seam down, and then you put another piece of aluminum foil with the seam on top. These I did 4 layers, kept poking holes through them, and so I don't know how they're going to come out. I'm going to start the fire now. Everything looks okay, but next time I'm not going to skimp on the aluminum foil. I'm sorry. I don't care what brand it is as long as it's thick and heavy duty. I've noticed at the Dollar Tree, their trash cans, when I have gone boondocking, the trash can liners, the trash bags, I found some that were thicker than I found at Walmart. And so I would get those, and it worked great. I just used kitty litter in the bucket, and it was fine. Okay, I'm going to start the fire, and then I'll put it on the grill. Okay, boys and girls, I got a fire going. Looks pretty good. I threw some charcoal in it to help keep it burning, so it's burn hot, because you need hot coals for this. I'm going to put this on and let it cook. You're going to flip it about every 15 minutes, and you let it cook for about an hour. And you can tell it's done because it'll feel light. But you don't want to get it too light because it'll be burnt. Oh no. So I'll see you in 15 minutes, maybe more. Hey, boys and girls. I gotta tell you, last fall I bought these tongs. It was clearance. I think they were 99 cents. It's like, I know I'm going to be camping more, but I didn't realize I was going to be using them as a poker. That works so nice. If a piece falls, you just adjust it. You just move it around till you get the fire where you want it. And there's my meal. It's still cooking and it's smoking. I'm going to put the tongs down. Forgive me, remember, this is only, my 4th video? So I'm going to take and flip it over. I'm going to flip it more to the back because the wind seems to be blowing that way. And there's more wood. I've got a bag full. I'd rather use wood than charcoals, but I figured where I needed more coals fast, I'd sprinkle a few charcoal on it. Alright, so it's my ditzy idea. If it works, it works. I don't know if it works for everybody, but it's working for me. Be back in half. Okay, boys and girls, you know, I picked it up and it's a lot lighter than it was. And so I am going under the assumption it's done. It's much lighter, you know. It's like it doesn't shuffle around. And so we are going to open it. No need to put it on a plate unless you're afraid that it's going to, let's see, maybe I should use a knife. Can you tell I don't do this very often? By myself, at least. Was the other one you ask? Well, that is going to be a surprise for tomorrow. See, I told you. Ooh, looky. It's going to be hot. See why you put aluminum foil? Because it drips out. And I'm just going to put that over there. I always have a pot holder at hand. I have quite a well-stocked kitchen. Everyone in my family knows how to cook. A lot. We cook, we bake, we do everything else. And so it's only natural, I think, that I would take and do some cooking on here. It is hot. There's the meat. Oh. Dang. I think this is one of the best ones I ever did. It's so good. Or whatever that meat was. It was so good. There's the bone that I'm going to give to Pearl. And it has not started raining yet. But it could. And there's still some coals there, which I'm going to spread out and sprinkle some water on, because I would hate for one of my charcoals to fly and start a fire, because it's so beautiful here. I would hate to see this destroyed. So I'm going to indulge in my supper now, and I'll be back later. You'll see why. Toodles. Good morning, boys and girls. This is Bob. Say hi to Bob. This is my transportation. And I have heard of people doing things in their engine, like cooking. So I'm going to give it a try, because Bob has this really awesome spot right in here. Do you see that? And the meal that I made for last night, I'm going to put there. Now, I haven't started Bob yet. I may stop Bob real quick if something starts smelling funky. And so I am going to give Bob a try at cooking. Chef Bob. I'll check in about half an hour, because the engine gets real hot, I think. I'll be back. Okay. 35 miles later. 47 minutes later. I got behind some slow traffic. I am now going to open up the hood. Let's see. I did smell it. Oh, it's moved. And it is not even warm. Well, I guess that was not a good thing. I'm going to move it down here. Oops. Focus on where the camera is aiming, Gypsy. I'll put it here for right now. Whoop, I don't think I will. Hold on, folks. So much for that potholer. Okay, so the surprise ending is it didn't work. Well, I'll have to figure out something else. I wonder where else in here I could stick it. That would get hot. See, this isn't hot at all. I don't want to move around too much. Alright, so Bob says, ha, I'm no chef. This was a flop. I'm at my storage unit right now, and I'm in the heart of Texas, or almost in the heart. I see traffic going by, And ooh, there. You can't drive anywhere in Texas without at least one white truck amongst two other vehicles. And I don't like white. So, okay. So until the next one, maybe I can figure out another dud. If you have any suggestions on to what would be good, leave a message. If you think I'm totally boring, like and subscribe anyhow. Please, peace out, babies, for all you free campers and cooking and cars. Living in your car. Ciao, baby. Oh, I had to do something with that. I can't throw food away. It's the old Yankee in me. And so I put it into, I was at my storage unit, so I put it into a baking dish. And I put it on my little stove, which is a mess. But let me tell you, that thing works wonderful. It runs on butane, just those little canisters. And I totally, totally love it. So, till the next time. Peace out, babies.